Hey all, EC here, and Mario Tennis Fever has been unveiled for the Mario 40th anniversary, and I've got some thoughts on this game, based on the trailer and based on like my concerns for this game. So if you guys are interested in it, obviously make sure you stick around. I'm gonna go over all that, and also if you're new, make sure you subscribe and like do all that stuff as well, because I'm trying to hit like 1 billion subscribers. Any help is greatly appreciated. Anyway, let's get into it. So Mario Tennis Fever, I will say my first concern is the fact that it's a tennis game, and Mario Tennis Aces, even though it was like 7 years ago it came out, it was the newest Mario Tennis game. I don't think we should have had another tennis game like as the first like Switch 2 Mario game, especially Mario Sports game, because Mario Sports has a long history of different obviously sports. You have obviously stuff like baseball, you have tennis, you have golf, you have obviously football, or as the Americans call it, soccer. And I kind of feel like there was also other opportunities to explore other different sports that we haven't seen yet in the form of a Mario sports game. But obviously, the first one is tennis. I think tennis is probably the easiest one for them to do, especially as tennis was the first Mario sports game. Like Mario Tennis was the first Mario sports game ever made, and that was for the Virtual Boy. Which, fun fact, this game comes out in February, and obviously the Virtual Boy games come out in February on Switch Online, so I'm assuming the Mario Tennis game will be obviously a launch title for that. But so Mario Tennis Fever pitched to me, first of all, there's already so many Mario Tennis games, and it feels like a weird first choice. Next thing I want to talk about, I'm concerned about it being another Ultra Smash situation, which, for those who don't know, Mario Tennis Ultra Smash was obviously the Mario Tennis game for the Wii U, and the game was bare bones. It had very little content. It had very few like features and different game modes and whatever, and that they charged $50 for it. Now the big concern with that is obviously, will Mario Tennis Fever pitch, which obviously is using a similar sort, to me at least, is using a similar sort of gimmick of having the rackets have different abilities, because I know Ultra Smash's big thing was obviously you could get like a mushroom and then you could have an Ultra Smash, and that was like the whole big thing. So my concern there is they're using a similar gimmick, and potentially will obviously have a similar issue. Sure, the game might look nicer. The game might play more, be more friendly to new users and whatever. But that is my big concern with that as well. With obviously, will it be very similar to Ultra Smash, where they just basically have very little content at launch? And also, going on to that point, the way Mario sports games have been being released and produced recently, I'm not really a fan of it in general, where they are just releasing the game and adding like these updates later on, and these updates maybe free to play, they might be free updates, but to me it's kind of annoying that they're releasing these sports games not completely finished before they obviously hit the publish button. Now obviously I understand obviously time constraints and resources and all that sort of stuff, but this is Nintendo. They're the biggest company in Japan. They can afford to give some games a bit more space, a bit more leeway, and just a bit more time to actually get all the content sorted before they push out the door. Now with the Switch 2, obviously they haven't really had many first party games that are only on Switch 2. Obviously a lot of games that they've been releasing, or even just like promoting, had Switch 1 versions as well. So Mario Tennis Fever has to do something big to be the first Mario sports game on Switch 2. It looks great, it looks nice, but obviously my concerns being, there's going to be not a lot of content at launch, and it could potentially just using a similar gimmick to what the Wii U Mario Tennis game had, which obviously that was not a really good game. The content could be drip fed and not really be worth waiting around for, because by the time they actually release these updates, could people even still be playing the game, or would they have moved on, or we don't know, because they could be more exciting, not even just first party Nintendo games, but also third party Nintendo games on Nintendo Switch too, and also games on other platforms like Steam, whatever. And also just the fact that it's a tennis game, and I feel like they could have done like baseballs. They could have just done something more interesting to start with, because Mario Tennis, I feel like with Mario Tennis, they've already done all the gimmicks that we could really do. Like, I would have been interested to see like them doing like, I don't know, another mini sports collection sort of game for Mario, or like another Mario basketball or something. Just something more where there's a bit more range that they haven't done so many games for. But it is what it is. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this in the comments down below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Are you hyped for Mario Fever pitch? Not maybe Mario Fever pitch. Mario Tennis Fever. Or are you concerned? Or let me know what you think about my concerns in the comments. Let me know your concerns in the comments. If you're new, obviously subscribe, like, all that sort of stuff. I've been EC, and I'm signing out. Peace.